Man, I'm not sure what happened there. That's the first time. So what I feel like I was talking to nobody. What in the world? You guys missed the analysis. Wait for a couple more people to join. This is part 2 of the previous live stream. I'm sorry, I'm really not sure what happened there. Hopefully this one sticks. Let me know if you guys can hear me properly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so sorry. Right, Mark? They're like, no, enough, Krisha. You've given too much already. Thank you, guys. Krisha, turn on your chat box thingy. Okay, wait, I got it. Where is it? There, it's on. Okay. Alright, we're back. I'm really sorry. I really don't know what happened. Like, just now I got my fingers crossed and I'm actually freaking legit scared. You know how much energy goes into this sometimes? Okay, fine, we got this, guys, we got this. All right, so here's where we were, okay? I said that, hey, everyone is looking at this bearish head and shoulders pattern right here. Everyone's saying downside, further downside, but you know what everyone's missing? They're missing the bullish pattern here, which is this inverted head and shoulders pattern. It's usually the patterns that are missed, that those are the ones that actually end up playing out. If this triggers, okay, what's really cool about this, first of all, is that there's confluence between the neckline of the pattern plus this midpoint. Remember, currently Bitcoin is oscillating within a range. That range is 72.3K going all the way down to 63.2K. This right here, my friends, is the range. You cannot jump the gun on a bearish trade until we actually break 63.2K. Take note of the number, $63,282. Like, I really put a lot of effort into coming up with these targets. So for those of you who actually want to follow along, go ahead and take note of it. $63,282. But anyways, the midpoint between this range right now comes in at around 67.7K. If we actually start taking that out to the upside, okay, now I gotta check. I'm like, are we still live? Are we still live? If we start taking that out to the upside, we effectively trigger the pattern, okay? Now, if I have to go ahead and take the measured move of that pattern, let's go. Plot it on the break. Check out what happens. All right, we effectively take out that previous local high. Okay, the target is over that. The target is over 72.3K. This comes in at around $76,000, all right, as the target. And for those of you in the Mango Seed program, we had spoken about, well, the bull market target that we are all looking at, and I had actually presented a system to you guys. I want you guys to go back to that system, because on the way to our bull market target, there were some other targets as well. And if we start breaking this region at around $76,000, $78,000, it's going to be a launch. I'm talking about a launch to the freaking moon. Go back into that video and check out what happens then. Check out the next target after $78,000. It is going to blow your freaking mind. And if there's anything that's going to catch people out, it's going to be that. Go ahead and check it out. If this plays out, I think the magnitude of what happens next is going to stump every single person out there. So yeah, watch out for this. Midpoint, guys, please take note. 67.7K is the region. Also, to help us understand, you know, what happens next to Bitcoin, do we actually get a launcher into the midpoint, get into the dashboard? Let's see what the dashboard is telling us. Currently, market-wide volatility is 83. Trend is neutral. Let's get into Bitcoin. Daily to weekly trends are still good, okay? Longs for the most part. Short, however, on the 12-hour time frame. 4-hour turned neutral not too long ago. Something to note. 12-hour has been our barometer, okay, and really keeping us on the right side of the trend. So for those of you who really want to stay on the right side of Bitcoin and you want to anticipate when's the next rally coming to us, I'm going to implore you guys to get into the 12-hour time frame, okay, and set that alert in. As you can see, I already have a Bitcoin alert set in on the 12-hour time frame, because the 12-hour time frame has been our barometer and really keeping us on the right side of Bitcoin's trend. When this flips long, all right, that's telling me that, hey, we are launching towards that midpoint right there. All right, breaking that midpoint, guys, is what's going to trigger the pattern. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for coming back in here. I'm so sorry. I really don't know what happened. So thank you. I live under the 200 MA. I'm just gonna call you 200 MA, man. He's like, this market is breaking all kinds of rules. You know what? I agree. I feel like if there's one signature that is prevalent in this market, is that no signature is prevalent. All the signatures have been broken. And that's why I think that this market, this cycle could shock and awe. It could shock and awe. So, yeah, eyes on the prize, my friends. Let's also get into Bitcoin dominance. For those of you looking into your altcoins, man, I really need to clear out my sidebar. I got like a bunch of things. Also, guys, like someone asked me over PM, asked me, Krisha, are all the coins on your sidebar ones that you are trading? No, no. Please, don't go jumping into trades just because you see them on my sidebar. I always thought, when someone asked me that, I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, no, this is not financial advice here on the sidebar, guys. Don't do that. Jeez Louise. Check out DOT. Yeah, we'll get into the altcoins in a bit. I first want to check out Bitcoin dominance, eyes on Bitcoin dominance as well. And so far, what do you know? Guys, rejection after that 54 percentile mark. Bitcoin is struggling to get over that region. So yeah, telling us that if the markets rally from here, okay, so here's the picture for Bitcoin dominance. If the markets rally from here and Bitcoin dominance falls, okay, notice the words I'm using. If the market rallies, so pumps across the board, plus Bitcoin dominance falls, okay, it's telling you that the alts are running harder than Bitcoin. The alts are now making up more of the market capitalization than Bitcoin. All right, so this can also work. Anyways, we'll focus on this. I don't want to confuse you guys right now, but yeah. If that's the recipe that we have, market pumps plus Bitcoin dominance falling, the alts are running harder than Bitcoin. So the alts are where you want to have your money at right now. Dump FLM, FTM, LFG. No. What? I mean, no, FTM is a good trade. I'm still in the FTM trade. I did post, by the way, a trade update on FTM. Let's get in there. Premium video section, guys. For those of you who actually managed to catch that trade setup with me, we're all up a good, what, right now it should be around 180% on that trade. But yeah, yesterday we were up 200%. I gave you guys an update as to where I'm going to be taking partial profits at, as well as bid opportunities as well. And where are we in the system that I presented to you? All right, that was a freaking kick-ass system, guys. Go and watch it. Like in the last cycle, we got like thousands and thousands and thousands of percents just on that one system. And even right now, it's working out like a freaking charm. Right? So go and watch that. When you find systems, that is your freaking edge. I don't care. Play it. Play it. You will miss 100% of the shots you do not take. It is your responsibility to play a system that you have found, that you have back tested, and you have conviction in. All right, so FTM is one of those systems. Of course, if I find other systems on other coins, I will be bringing it to your attention on the premium video section right here. FTM smash, that's right. Frank the Tank knows. I'm so happy with that trade. Okay, any other questions on Bitcoin, guys? Let's go before I pan out. As far as targets, so this is the other target that I have. I'm just going to knock off every line I don't need. The next major target on Bitcoin, if we start breaking 72.3K, only comes in at around 82.5K. And honestly, I think if we get up there, just based on the system that I found for the seedlings on the seed clubhouse chat, I'm saying we're ripping. I think the next target is going to be... I don't want to get too excited. Calm down, Krisha. Calm down. Calm down. Just breathe. Breathe. It's going to be a pretty sick-ass target, I'll tell you that. Bullish or bearish on BTC? Right now, dude, I'm bullish. For as long as we're holding 63.2K, please take note of the number. Let me go ahead and just note it down for you here. For those of you who want to take note of the number, okay? We're currently in a zone of oscillation. I'm not getting bearish until we lose this level. Simple. Simple. Simple sauce, guys. Keep your TA simple. And also, guys, speaking of the dynamic indicator, we got the most recent rollout, which is what? The Mango Equilibrium Tracker. Let's go ahead and pull it out. Where is my, I thought I had it here. Okay. I didn't save my template, but I'll bring it up in the next segment. But yes, the Mango Equilibrium Tracker is out. And yeah, it's pretty sick. We will be giving access to those of you who already have the Mango Dynamic Indicator. All right, so you guys can pair it up. And honestly, it's the bids that you can catch just based on the Equilibrium Tracker is gonna freaking blow your mind. Now, suddenly the dynamic becomes so much more potent with the Equilibrium Tracker. Right, so start using it. I've done a tutorial. I did a tutorial right before I went to the gym today. So you guys will be getting access to the tutorial video as well as to the indicator. We'll be going over the alts in like a tad bit, so yeah. Heads up, been short since $1.18, up over 250%. Okay, that's good. Are I'm guessing you're talking about FTM? Or... Right now, Bitcoin currently at the daily dynamic, as well as I believe 2-day dynamic. Yes, 2-day dynamic as well. So we have like a really good recipe, and you don't want to be shorting against critical regions of support. So now we have a momentum target, a momentum support at 63.2K. We have 2-day dynamic, and we have the daily dynamic indicator as well. So confluence, important levels you do not want to be fighting up against. Any other questions on Bitcoin before we get into the alts? Is the Equilibrium Tracker ready for subscribers or not yet, John? Right now we are going to be rolling it out to the dynamic users. So as soon as it's ready for everyone else, we will let you guys know. But if you have access to the dynamic indicator, or you get access to it today, tomorrow, you will also immediately get access to the Equilibrium Tracker as well. We got to go into the indicator and actually give you guys manual access. So that's going to take some time. But yeah, I'm really excited. I think you guys are going to freaking love it. I think for those of you who actually did see the Equilibrium Tracker, it's sort of blowing your mind, right, so far. And today I was playing around with it, and I'm just like, holy mother. The bids are insane. It's going to tell you, how about this? It's going to help you, it's going to prevent you from enduring opportunity cost. Because the worst thing that you can find, the worst position that you can be in a bull market is that all the coins are pumping around you, right? But you have somehow managed to get into an asset that's not moving. And that happened to me in my first bull market. And I'm just like, screw my freaking luck. Like, screw my luck, right? It's like I got into this one coin, I thought it was great, but like it just didn't move. And that can really hurt you, because bull markets, I keep telling you guys this, last an average of 2 years, right? And if you find yourself stuck in a coin that's not moving in those 2 years, what is that for you? That's opportunity cost. That's equity that you could have then put somewhere else that could have actually made you some freaking profits, but instead it's sitting in a dead coin. And the thing about dead coins is that while it's sitting there, you're watching the rest of the market pump, and you're sitting there making excuses for your bag. You're like, no, it's gonna pump. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. And then suddenly you're not sure when to be patient, when not to be patient, when to just get out of the trade, cut your losses, and get into something else, right? That is opportunity cost. And what the Equilibrium Tracker is also going to do for you is going to help you sort of identify when a coin is opportunity cost, and when is it not opportunity cost, and when is the trend actually going to start expanding. So yeah, I'm very excited for this release. Okay. What do you guys want to do next? Let's get into the alts. Let's begin. Someone said dot. Let's do dot, and then we'll do FTM. Cool beans. Start with the Mango dashboard. Always start with the dashboard. Dot USDT. Okay, what's good about DOT right now is that 4-day weekly, they're still in an uptrend. Okay, however, there's a battle going on right now. Do you guys see it? There's a very, very strong battle going on between the bulls and the bears on the lower time frames. 4 hours short. It's been short for 24 hours, guys. 24 hours on the short signal. But look at the returns right here. I mean, it's minus 0.98, not much, but it's telling me that the bears are struggling. To have 24 hours to show your hand, to take an asset down, and you're still not able to perform, that is a struggle, right? And volatility sort of resetting right there at 30. So what this picture is telling me is that DOT might very well be on support, and the bulls are fighting back here. So what I would look for if you are someone in a long position, or if you're looking to build a long on DOT, you want to start seeing the trends start flipping from short to neutral to long. All right, your trends, guys, remember, they're always going to start on your lower time frames and then cascade on over to your higher time frames. Alrighty, so you want to first see your 4-hour flip long, then cascade on over to the 12-hour, then the daily. Okay, if I really have to set an alert for one of the time frames, it's going to be the 12-hour. The 12-hour, I feel like on many of the time frames, of course, you guys can chime in on the chat, but on many of the time frames, I find that the 12-hour has been an excellent barometer in really helping you stay on the right side of any of these trends. So on most of the altcoins that I'm trading, my alerts usually are on the 12-hour and on the daily time frame, but I'm always going to implore you guys to make sure you have your alerts set in on any coin that you are trading aggressively. Right, especially if you're someone like me and who is a swing trader. Like right now, I'm swing trading FTM. Right now, I'm freaking enjoying myself. But yeah, I have my alerts set in on coins that I'm trading aggressively. So just heads up on that. So with this, guys, let's actually get into DOT. There we go. I actually have a region of support right here. Cup and handle breakout. This currently is a retest, and notice how this is actually a critical region of support now. Resistance now turned into support. It's a zone. For those of you in the Sprouts program, this is where you can start actually practicing your regions of support and resistance, and how I taught you guys to really go about drawing them out, as well as how do you go about appraising something important. How do you know if a region is strong or is it weak? Start using it on your altcoins here. Now take DOT for example. This is currently a zone of resistance now flipped into support. Comes in from around $8.71, sorry, going all the way up to $9.67. All right, so, and this is what I mean. That's exactly what the dashboard just told us, right? There's a battle going on, and the battle right now is on a critical region of support. So I'll say this, if DOT actually starts closing weekly candles over $9.67, I'm saying off to the races, honestly. At that point, we've also activated a cup and handle like formation. Do you guys see it? Let me just go ahead and clear it out the dynamic for now. Measured move, I think we already have the measured move at around $20. But yeah, we can go ahead and plot it one more time. Okay, actually no, greater than $20, my bad. $20 would be a resistance-based target to the upside, but the measured move will come in at around $26. But right now, guys, DOT is actually a good trade opportunity right here. I think catching a bid on $8.71 would be a very easy bid to manage, and you can see that the bulls are actually putting up a fight there, right? Just based on what we're seeing on the dashboard. Look at that. The 4 hours just painting the picture for us right there. Get in those alerts, guys. Set in your alerts. You'll find the dashboard, by the way, on app.mangoresearch.co for those of you who are new to the channel. Cool beans. What's next? FTM? Let's do FTM. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. We gotta love FTM, eh, guys? Longs across the board. We caught the entire move. If you guys have been following the Mango Dashboard Premium videos, you should be up at the minimum 158%. We've caught the entire move so far. And I'm very, very proud of those of you who actually saw it through, and more importantly, you'll have been managing your trades, and risk management, guys, is very, very important. So yeah, I'm still sitting in the trade, so heads up on that. So longs across the board from the 12-hour time frame to the weekly time frame. Our 4-hour, however, just flipped neutral. All right, this happened 11 hours ago. Volatility beginning to come down. It's tempering down there a bit at 63. However, notice our flags. We got potential bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, let's go. FTM. All right, this is where we caught our bid, by the way. This is actually, no, did we? Yeah, 41 cents right here. This was based on, well, other critical levels that we've been looking at. I came up with an entire system. I've been presenting it to you as well. So, so far we're up. You should be up a good, what? 162%, even greater than the dashboard. So this looks good. All right, as far as FTM is concerned, this is something that I'd mentioned in yesterday's video as well, my dashboard premium video. I believe that we're currently up against a critical region of contention, and that you can see just based on this historic price action right here. Okay, see the fight here, guys, at around $1.07. That was a massive fight that took place here. All right, so once again, I would be looking for, and we're seeing that there's another fight happening right here. However, I'll say this: as soon as the FTM bulls start actually, showing their hand at around $1.10, not $1.07, $1.10, I'm saying off the races once again. All right, I will not be surprised if we start moving up even further. Next potential target on FTM comes in at around $1.62. Now, of course, I give you guys some other partial profit targets, partial take profit targets that I have on my chart in the premium video section. Now, I have extrapolated those targets using the current momentum that I'm seeing on FTM, as well as things like price action, volume profile. So I've gone ahead and revealed that in the premium video section, so go ahead and check it out. However, I intend on writing FTM for the various intermediate swings that we see in the market. I will not be averse to taking profits, partial profits, but only to take those profits and then funnel it in as soon as we see these intermediate pullbacks. All right, so this is FTM right here. I think it looks freaking spectacular. And not just that, there's another thing that I failed to sort of bring up, owing primarily to trading the system. I didn't want to sort of confuse you guys with bringing pattern plays up to your attention too, but you know what? FTM has actually triggered a pattern play. Okay, we have a double bottom-like formation. If you take the measured move, plot it on the break, what do you know? $1.92. I'm just going to move this line here. I don't want to make it too cluttered. That's another 72% to the upside. So that is FTM for you. But yeah, eyes on for now. Eyes on $1.10. If the bulls start showing strength at around $1.10, I'm saying we're going up even further. So far, we've only gotten... yeah, see this? We're seeing weakness right now at around $1.10. Let's see if the bulls can take it back once again. We start seeing more strength there. It's gonna be a good one. And Corey, you're looking at some really good coins, eh? I'll say that. Solana and Jupe, yeah. Corey's been, he knows. ARB greater than optimism, maybe. I've tried, I'll be honest, I've been trading on both. I actually really like OP. Like, the experience on OP has been excellent. It's been excellent. Solana is actually also really good. What else? Base is alright. It's okay. If I really have to rate them in order, I'll say OP, Solana, Arbitrum, and then Base. Salmula says GALA. Yeah, please, let's do GALA. Okay, I'll get to the other coins as well. I'm gonna start looking at coins that I know are trending, And I know the charts are also looking really good. So GALA USDT here. And GALA, I think I noticed GALA on the crypto banter thingamajig. Was that it? Bubble banter. Where it shows you like these bubbles of coins that are trending. And I remember GALA being on that list, and I sort of pulled up that chart. I'm like, damn, that's actually looking really good. So 4-hour to weekly time frame, longs for the most part. However, 12 hours short. Yeah, you don't want to see that. However, there's a struggle here. Ooh. The bears are not winning there, okay? They're not winning at all. Short on the 12-hour time frame. This came in 5 days ago, and they are not seeing follow through here. Volatility is sort of resetting. You can see that the down arrows right here, right on volatility. That's telling you that, hey, volatility is going down. So you might be seeing a minor consolidation on those levels. However, what's really, really cool about here is that the bulls are completely in control. Notice how your returns on the 4-hour time frame. You're up 6% on this trade. You're up 6% in the last 3 hours. Guys, GALA literally just pumped. In 3 hours, okay? Let's actually go ahead and check out that chart. Yeah, look at the wick. Look at that wick. And this is why this is another thing I was telling you guys, right? The other observation that I made is that that dump, either before the halving or after the halving, is usually a dump for the alts to capitalize on the altcoins. Because a lot of people at that point, people who missed the Bitcoin rally would be looking towards Bitcoin, be like, oh, let me just buy some Bitcoin right here because I missed the Bitcoin rally. This is my opportunity to get in. But that one time they're supposed to be focusing on the alts, they don't focus on the alts. And right now I think that even Bitcoin dominance, that's essentially what it's telling us, right? We're getting rejected off that 54 percentile mark, while the alts are also getting picked up on the regions of support. The alts are showing a lot of strength here. So I want you guys to start looking at the altcoins that you are looking at, of course, and start appraising them relative to Bitcoin as well. All right. If you have to make the decision, hey, should I get into Bitcoin or should I get into the altcoins on this dump? Start looking at your altcoins relative to Bitcoin. So for instance, for GALA, it would be GALA BTC, right? You want to look at this chart to then come up with a thesis for yourself. Okay, holistic view, guys, 360 view. I promise you it's going to help you capture some amazing, amazing bid opportunities. All right, look at GALA. This is GALA BTC, guys. It's broken out. GALA BTC has broken out. All right, this is the kind of chart you want to see if you want to figure out whether or not your altcoin is going to start trending against Bitcoin. All right, this looks good. So GALA, let's go back to GALA USDT. Support right now, we've triggered a pattern. It's an ugly double bottom like formation, but it's there. Okay, let's take it on this. It's like an Adam and Eve double bottom. It's like the V and the U. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the measured move. 24 cents is the measured move for GALA. It's looking good. Currently on smack on support. If you can catch a bit on support, nothing like it, because it's going to be an easy one to manage. Visid says, what do you think the effect of the Ethereum ETF being pushed to December is going to be on the price of ETH? How much is that already priced in? Honestly, I don't think it's priced. I mean, December's far off. I don't think it's priced in at all. Usually see these things being priced in much closer to date, maybe a month off or whatever. But is the Ethereum ETF even on the books right now, or is that just a rumor for now? I don't know. I've not sort of heard about it so far. But I'll say this, okay? Even the Bitcoin ETF, guys. We've been calling Bitcoin bull market way, way, way before the ETF was even released, before it was even announced. All right, if you really want to start appraising your assets in the appropriate way that they're supposed to be valued, okay, you want to figure out whether or not the asset has a trade, just look towards the TA. The TA, I promise you, is always going to keep you on the right side. The insiders always show themselves on the charts first because you cannot hide yourself there. All right, the price action, guys, you cannot hide yourself there. You cannot hide your hand there. All right, so if you really want to start appraising events, look at the charts first. All right, the key thing that I learned trading the bear market particularly is that oftentimes In bear markets, people tend to make excuses for their bags, right? They'll look for a positive event in the project that they're actually trading, and they'll sort of make an excuse saying that, oh no, so-and-so event is coming out, this is going to be bullish, price is going to rally. But what happens instead is price dumps, right? Positive news in a bear market, it doesn't matter. Prices still dump, right? Oftentimes it'll just be relief rallies, only for the asset to then drop even further. Similarly, bearish news in a bull market, prices don't care. It's going to pump, right? This is to say, guys, that price is always going to be the arbitrator of all debate. Irrespective if the news is positive, the news is negative, it doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. Follow the price action. Right now, what's important is that Ethereum is in a bull market. So irrespective of the ETF, I think, yeah, Ethereum rallies even higher. It's likely going to start getting up to its all-time high and then even start breaking that to the upside. So eyes on the price, irrespective of the ETF, it's going to go up. Just bull market economics. Yeah, I agree. GALA's looking really, really good. GALA is going to break up again. Mana is one that usually runs every bull market alongside, not alongside, there are some coins that just run every bull market. Mana is one, which is Decentraland. It's one of the older coins. THETA is one as well. But of course, guys, your TA, like I said, TA first, it's going to print everything for you. We only have one conviction trade here, and that's Bitcoin. It's always just been Bitcoin. That's it. Everything else, I'm just looking to buy and just sell it. Sell it. You get your profits off the table. Bye-bye. Bitcoin as a whole, it's one of those for the rest of the next freaking 100 cycles. Just hold it. What's next? Near? We'll do one more coin after near, and then we'll call it, okay? So longs across the board not across the board, Krisha. Sorry, I'm just a tad bit tired. 2 day to the weekly time frame, good returns. Jeez Louise, look at that. Short, however, you see this? Like, this is one. Okay, there's a theme going on right now on the dashboard. You're seeing the shorts on the lower time frames, but you're not seeing follow through. The bears are freaking struggling here. Are you guys noticing that? They are struggling here. Okay, that's not what you want to see on your short trades. You don't want to see that. Okay, especially when they've had 24 hours, 48 hours. Where is the follow through? Where is the follow through? There is no follow through. So when you see that, guys, it's often going to be the case that the asset that you're looking at is currently sitting on support. All right, look towards that. Understand what the print is telling you. Understand what the information is telling you. If you know that the bears have had over 24 hours to take the asset down and they have not seen any follow through, that's not a good picture. Okay. Volatility, guys, hovering at 776.86. I'm saying near is on support as well. Bet you it's on support as well. Let's go. Look at these trends, guys. Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna knock off everything here. I'm gonna zone this one out. So we have a region of resistance flipped into support, in addition to trigger of a pattern. However, the pattern triggered right here. This happened on March 4th at around $4.45. Cup and handle break. And near on support. How do we know it's on support? I want you to look back into historic price action. This entire range right here, it's when near actually lost this entire zone of support, coming in from around $6.62, going down to $5.62, right? Look at that break there. It tried to get back up there once again to reclaim that region, failed. Absolute utter rejection, okay? Down. Down to the ground. And now since May 2022, this is the first time since May 2022 that near has actually managed to reclaim that region of resistance, now flipped into support. Notice support, guys, support. So closes strength over $6.62 is going to be a very, 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 very good look for the bulls getting into the weekly close. Today is a Saturday. Happy weekend to each and every one of you if I didn't mention that earlier. But yeah, closes over this, strength over this is good for near. This is looking good. You guys think prices are coming down further? I don't think so. This is all-time high for near. The measured move, take it up to $22.97. This looks good. This is a bid opportunity, in my opinion. I'd say the greedy bid, honestly, would be $5.62. If you can get that, because it's gonna be freaking easy to manage. But even $6.62 would be a decent bid to manage. Although if I'm taking it at that region, I would be reducing position size ever so slightly. It's still a good region to bid on, so I wouldn't reduce it that much either. But note that if prices break this region, sorry, if prices come down to $5.62, you're not going to necessarily be wrong. So you have to ask yourself that question in that, are you going to be comfortable sitting in that much of a loss if prices do come down there? Right? So these are like little questions that you need to ask yourself when you're actually looking to bid an asset, because sometimes you're going to catch a bid, prices will drop further, but even when they drop, it's not necessary that you're wrong on the trade, not yet. All right, so that's why if you're one of those people that, you know, you need to be right immediately, try and catch your bids at critical levels. Let's do LUNC. The bears are losing, guys. They're just losing across the board. Long here, follow through on the 4-hour time frame. We're likely going to start seeing this cascade on over to the 12-hour time frame. If you're trading LUNC, get that alert set in right there on the 12-hour time frame. Daily is so it did see a dump, but I'm saying that this looks like it wants to reverse. 2-day, 4-day, not looking too good there. So let's get into LUNC. I'm saying bulls are taking. Don't mess around with the altcoin trades right now, guys. Like, there are opportunities. Like, look at the charts that we've seen so far. There are opportunities across the freaking board. Okay, don't get cute on the alts right here. Just when things are about to run, everyone gets like super bearish. Okay, let's see what LUNC is doing. Ugh. I think I ever touched LUNC after my Luna short. I was so happy with that short. I could never really show off properly on the short because well, everyone was feeling a lot of pain back then. So I just celebrated, Sean and I celebrated the short together. But I sort of kept it a bit quiet because, yeah. But yeah, that was my last Luna trade. The Luna short at $84. Yeah. It's a good lesson though. I will be covering that lesson on the Luna short and why I shorted Luna in the Sprouts program. I think there's a good lesson in there, because I shorted Luna, guys, 3 times. I lost in the first 2 tries on shorting Luna at around $86 to $84. So I lost the first 2 times. I took the L, but then the 3rd time I said I'm going to try it one more time because my system just kept going off. And when you have identified a system, this is what I mean. When you have identified a system, stick to it. You gotta freaking play every round. All right, when you've identified a system, that is your edge. That is your edge. You're gonna miss 100% of the shots you don't take. All right, and that one shot could be it. And honestly, all it takes is just one of those trades to set you up for the entire freaking cycle. All right, so Luna literally set me up for the entire bear market. I was just like, I'm done. I'm done. This is the last trade of the market. So yeah, I was very happy with that. Anyways, LUNC right here. This is a region of support coming in at around, figure out that number, 0.000136. Can draw in a cup and handle like formation here if even. It's there. So yeah, you want to essentially see it make its way all the way back to up to the neckline. If we can start living over 2012, that's an activation. I say at that point we're going up even further. It's a volatile range, eh? 29% on that range alone? Jeez Louise. You see wood going to zero. What are you talking about? What was your reason for shorting Luna? It was a bear market. Everything was falling. Everything was falling. And Luna was the only thing that... Luna was the laggard there. And I decided that I was looking at the weakness on the chart. And that's why the weakness, it took some time to play out. That's why I lost the first 2 times I actually tried. But the entire market around Luna, so I'm talking about most of the crypto market, everything was in a downtrend. Cardano had fallen like significantly at that point. Bitcoin had turned, a lot of coins had turned, and Luna was the only thing just hanging out, right? Of course, I didn't short it to zero because you can't really... That's the thing about zero, you know? Volume is important. Volume, when I say liquidity, is important. Yeah, you're probably good on shorting, but what if you can't really close off your trade? Because that is also a risk. That is a risk that you ought to think about, right? So at zero, even closing out your short became freaking impossible. So of course I didn't short to zero. I had various targets as I went down, but besides, I didn't even think it would go down to zero. Everything happened so fast, if you guys remember. So I had targets. I had my first partial take profit at around the 50% mark, which was around $40, $40 or $38, somewhere around there. So I took partial profits there, but then prices dumped even further because UST and Luna, there was a detethering right there. So yeah, anyways, it's a whole story. LFG indeed, FTM. Watch the freaking premium video, guys. You're gonna love it. Okay. Are we good? Are we good? Okay, one last one, Theta, and then I'm wrapping up. Reset, reset, reset. Trend reset right here. Let's see if the volatility can reset as well. We have 25 on 4 hour. 70, the volatility on the 12 hour is also dropping. We're likely seeing a bit of a consolidation here. Look for your theta trends to start flipping long, of course, from the 4 hour time frame, and then you want to see that cascade effect. Let's get into theta. Every time I look at theta, I think of Wouter. He was one of the OG Mongolians, and he scored big on theta. I think he was here a couple of live streams back, and he was looking at theta once again. So every time we pull up this coin, we think of him. You know what? I'm just gonna knock off all the drawings for now. I'm not in this trade, so I don't need the drawings. Range it. Zone it out. Yeah, theta currently on a zone of support. It's actually a wide zone of support, I'll be honest with you. This is it. This is the zone of support that theta's on. Wild. You can honestly just freaking trade the oscillation on the zone. It's that freaking volatile from here all the way to the bottom. That's a good 28%. And even still, some of these coins can get so volatile that even if it drops 28%, it's technically not lost trend, on the weekly time frame. Pretty wicked. But yeah, next target for theta only comes in at around $4. It's a good bid opportunity though. 259. If you can score 259, easy one to manage, because if we break 259 on the weekly time frame, so closes underneath 259, it's going down further. Bottom of the range at around $1.83. So that's Luna for you. Looking good. I think all the alts are looking good right now. Think about it. Every single altcoin we've covered so far is actually looking good. Look at my my sidebar too. For the most part, is green. For the most part. Okay. Shorty Gooner is like, wow, you killed that trade. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't be too loud about it because a lot of people were hurting. Can we do a weekly, monthly review on Bitcoin to wrap up? Absolutely. Let's do it. Also, yeah, it's March 23rd. So we are close to... Do you like me using my object tree? I'm so like quick with it. Monthly. It's in Blue Sky Breakout, guys. We're going to the moon. Please buckle in. Zone it, zone it. Closes over 69 cents, bro. We're off. It's over. Bears are toast. Toast. Sean is like 69 cents. Yeah, 69 cents. We wish 69 cents. Just dump the bank in there, man. I was doing some math today on, you know, Bitcoin's prices and how much we're gonna have to deploy to actually get a certain amount of Bitcoin. And it's absurd. Like, the numbers are absurd, and I wish, think about it, if you actually had the opportunity right now to buy Bitcoin at 3K level, how much would you deploy there? I'm like, I'll freaking just dump the whole bank, take a loan too, everything at 3K. To think that people got 2 opportunities at 3K, eh? The one right here, and then COVID. Guys, you should have seen Sean freaking execute on the COVID dump. It was like a sight to behold. And he was doing this on leverage, and his execution is sublime. It's something, like, you gotta see it to believe it. Like, the market was so panicked back then, and he had like this crazy freaking composure. And I remember, like, he's on the computer executing on his trade, and I was shaking. I was shaking just watching price action, watching the order books, and he was just so calm. Like, he does this every day. It was the weirdest thing, and I'm just watching him, and he was just executing with absolute freaking utter finesse. I was just sitting next to him, and I'm just like, my goodness. If you guys really want to learn execution, there is no better person right here than Sean. Like, trust me, he gives you a lot of these psychological nuggets when it comes to trading, but I really, really wish that you guys could watch him on execution. Like, it'll blow your freaking mind. What happened there, man, I really wish I recorded that, Sean. I freaking wish I recorded that. My heart was in my freaking mouth. I remember I had a moment. So many stories, guys. That's one thing about trading. There's so many freaking stories. Oh my god. I had a fat finger moment once, and if you're here, okay, I'll just tell you the story. I had a fat finger moment. This was in my first bull market, and I sold the entire account. It was a toggle, it was a fat finger plus a toggle mistake. And the market was super, 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 super volatile. Like, I'm talking about just, you could see the candles move on the weekly time frame. That's how volatile it was. And I just fell to the floor. At that point, I was still like a rookie trader. I fell to the floor. I was panicking. I think I almost had a panic attack there, and Sean just sort of swept in and he saved my account, and I was like so grateful for that. But man, I learned so many lessons that day. First of all, one of the key lessons is never trade when you're tired. I'd literally just gotten up from, well, I just woke up and I went straight into the charts and began to trade. Never do that. Like, take a moment if you're someone like me, not a morning person at all, and need some time to just sort of, you know, get your bearings. Take that moment, get your bearings in before actually jumping into your trading day. Don't ever do that. So now it's a rule. Like, I'm always like getting my bearings in first, going through a drill before I actually start trading. But that was, yeah, it's a whole story. I'll probably just recite it to you much better when I'm not as tired. It was, you know what, Mark, it was not a market order. It was not, because the markets were moving so fast. It was not, I didn't intend it for it to be a market order, but because it was moving so fast, it turned out to be a market order. And it was that toggle, you know, on Binance, there's that toggle. You go 0 to 100%, and I intended on selling one minor position, but I was on the wrong tab and I sold the entire account, the major chunk of my account. So yeah, that was devastating. But yeah, lessons learned. Never repeated that mistake again. I haven't caught up to Sean when it comes to his execution finesse. He's on a whole different level. Maybe one day I'll catch him and I'll record him on it. That way you guys get to see him. Oh yeah, he even says it. He's like, that was the moment when the only order underneath me was 1.6k. Think about that. Think about longing on leverage, right? And the one order that's underneath you is only at 1.6k. That was insane. The fact that he had that, he was there, he had the presence of mind to know how to handle his risk too on that trade, and the way he was handling his entire position size was very, I was awestruck, honestly. But yeah, these are just a bunch of stories, of course. I'll give you more in the programs primarily. That way you guys have something to learn from as well. Now, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am super tired. I've been on my intermittent fasting, so I'm going to be breaking my fast right after this. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do smash the like. And of course, the dynamic equilibrium tracker will be rolled out to all the dynamic users. The equilibrium tracker will be rolled out to all the dynamic users. And once again, when it's out for real, when the release is official, I will be announcing it on the daily videos, the live streams, as well as on the Discord chat, so you guys can keep up with that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, like I think I mentioned this, smash the like. I'll see you now in the next one. Trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, you guys. Thank you. Have a great weekend, guys.